All right, folks, I'm going to show you here how I made this interactive PowerPoint. And I hope you had some fun with this assignment. I have a really good time making these. And I sort of made this one as a game, just sort of fictional thing. But you could do something like that if you wanted to for this, or if you want to make something more serious that you might use in your writing class, that's certainly fine as well. But anyway, the main thing that you want to start with is make sure that you have the right mode set for your slideshow. These aren't standard PowerPoint presentations. So what you need to do is click on this slideshow tab here, and there's an option to set up the slideshow. So when we click on that, we get some options, and we want to say, this will be what it's going to say by default, presented by a speaker. We want to change this to browsed at a kiosk full screen. And what this will do essentially is make it so that you can't just click anywhere on the screen to go to the next slide. They'll actually have to click the buttons that you put there for them. So that's really important. You probably want to do that before you do anything else. Now, once you're in here making these things, I'll show you after this how you can put background images and whatnot. You may already know how to do that. But really the trick is just to make some buttons. I use text boxes. And then inside here, you want to hyperlink these buttons. And when you start off PowerPoint, it'll have this option, existing file or web page. You want to change that to this option, place in this document. And you'll see a list of all your slide titles there. And you can say, well, I want this button. When somebody pushes this, I want them to go to this slide. When they push this one, I want them to go to another slide. And that's what this lets you do. So you just right click on your button and you go to hyperlinks, and you can assign the hyperlinks that way. And the rest of this stuff is pretty standard PowerPoint techniques. The only thing that you should keep in mind with this kiosk mode, though, is that when you get to the end of the game or you have a game over screen, make sure that you have an option there to go back to the beginning. Otherwise, they'll get stuck and they'll just have to escape the presentation and go back to the desktop. You probably want them to restart. And it's fine, too. You can recycle pages. So with this one, I have the same game over screen used for lots of different options. And you can save some time that way. Okay, let me just start one from scratch here to make sure that we're all on that we all know how to do this. Let's see, did I lose my presentation? Not sure if this is not still casting. Let me stop this for a second.